Well, thank you for inviting me today to share in your teaching series. It's very kind of you and very appropriate, the name of Rebecca, in that my daughter is called Rebecca. I have to say, I wish I'd read the story more clearly before I named her. Which is an awful confession for a vicar to make. But she does have some of the better qualities of Rebecca. But I was thinking about this series. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah. About this series. Really, look at the nearest woman to you. You're allowed. Now, we could be talking about you. About you as a woman of God. Because the people in the Bible are just ordinary people. And we've all got strengths and weaknesses. We've all got failures and successes. We've all got that. We've all got things that we're proud of and things that we wish people would know, haven't we?
Yeah.
All of us as humankind have got that. So these women in the Bible are no different. So let's be kind, because we're all on a journey and we all have our ups and downs. Now, Rebecca. We tend to think of Rebecca by that story that has just been, that account that's just been read. I didn't choose which account to use in the whole of Rebecca's life, and that was the one that was chosen to be reported on, because that's the one that everybody tends to remember because she failed. And I think it's quite sad, really, because if you look at her whole life, there's lots of positives as well as that bit. And I know when pupils used to come to me at school on New Year, the other teachers would say, "Oh, that child, poison dwarf, that one." They used to say some awful things, really. And I tried not to listen, because I wanted to go into the new year with a new class with a blank sheet. Because whatever the child had done before, I wanted to believe in them enough to give them a new start. I wanted to see the best. And who does that remind you of? Jesus. When he met the tax collectors, when he met the prostitutes, he gave them a blank sheet. What can I do for you? So when we look at Rebecca, even though we're conditioned to think about her failing, let's look with a blank sheet now at her whole life. And she does fail, like the rest of us, but let's look with her new eyes. So where she fits into the story, the whole Bible story, is with marrying Isaac. Now Isaac, of course, the son of Abraham, some get the impression he was a bit spoiled, because he was the highlight of the exciting and eventful life of Abraham and Sarah. They'd been waiting for their son for a long, long time. So when they had him, Ishmael was dismissed, so he was the only child, and he was lavished with attention. In fact, he was 37 when Sarah died, and this was supposed to be the founder of great nations, when they used to get married quite young in those days. So 37, and I think it's because Sarah was waiting for so long that she didn't want to get rid of her little boy. She wanted him there. And he was a very subservient, dutiful, and obedient boy, because he was actually 37 when he was put on the sacrificing table. And something, that's why Sarah died quite shortly after, with the shock of that. So he was dutiful, quiet boy. He was stuck in mourning. He'd been mourning for 3 years since his mother Sarah had died. He had all the wealth he needed. If you read Genesis 24, about 40, it says all the wealth that Abraham had, which was a massive amount, he gave to his son. Even when he was alive, he could have what he wanted. But he was stuck in this period of mourning for 3 years. Do we know, people, that are still suffering after the loss. And there's been a few recent ones lately. Abraham stepped in, came to the rescue and said, now's the time we need to get you alive. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that's lost somebody they do that, but you've got to be there for them. Be there for them. We've just said, let there be love shared among us. Be there for those that are hurting, just like Isaac was hurting. So, now we have the love story. This is where Rebecca comes in. Abraham chose a servant, which I'll call El, because I can never say Eliezer, so I'll call him El. And he sent El back to their birthplace. The reason why he did that was he didn't want Isaac to marry a Canaanite girl because she'll be into idol worship. And he wanted him to have somebody thoroughbred, so to speak, somebody from the true religion that will be a strength for him. So he sent off El to go to the home country. But El said to Abraham before he went, what happens if I go this 500 miles and then she doesn't want to come back? So Abraham gave lots of gifts to help along the way, to encourage. But he says, El, if it doesn't work out, don't worry. I don't hold you responsible. Just go, try and find this girl, and if you come back empty-handed, at least you've tried. So that took the pressure off him. So he went out to Haran and went to his brother's birthplace and his birthplace, and he went to the well, a good place to go because all women go and collect water from the well. So there he was at the time when they collect the water, and he decides to give one of those arrow prayers. Dear God, please help me find the right girl. I know, if the girl offers, when I ask the girl for a drink, can she then offer to feed my 10 camels, to give them water? Before we had a chance to say amen, a beautiful girl came carrying the water jar. So he goes up to her and asks for a drink. She says, yes, sir, of course. And let me water your camels. And she went on to water his whole 10 camels. Now Rebecca was an absolute beauty. She was stunning. Beautiful. If you've got a picture, obviously it's not the real picture, there's one on the front, but she was a beautiful girl. That's why I think it relates to my Becky. She's beautiful too. Beautiful girl. She was kind, considerate, offering to help. She was hard-working. She lived with her brother and her mother, and she did lots of the tasks. And she was very polite. Very outgoing, but a nice girl. So she took the El back to her brother Laban. They were very hospitable. The gifts came out off Abraham for them. And then the question, will you come back and marry Isaac? And then the brother and the mother wanted to know, well, can you stay another 10 days? Big question, isn't it? Somebody just turns up and then wants to take your daughter away. It's a bit of a shock. Well, can you stay another 10 days? No, I need to do what my master's commanded. So he said, well, let us ask her. Doesn't that show respect? In that culture, they actually asked her what she wanted to do. That shows they thought the world of her. They weren't keen to get rid, and they asked her opinion. She was a beautiful girl. It seemed on the inside as well as the outside. So they asked her and she said, yes, I will go. Think about that. She came out of a comfort zone completely. She left her family not knowing if ever she would see them ever again. In fact, she doesn't. She travelled 500 miles with a stranger to marry someone she didn't know. That's quite an ask, even in those days. Has God ever taken us out of our comfort zones? When one day everything is wonderful, or, well, it's not wonderful, but everything's going very well. And then the next day, decisions and you haven't got a clue. Have you been there? It's quite a scary place to be, but she trusted God. In some ways, I don't want to belittle the story, but I resonate with that a little at present. Because my contract finished last Sunday at All Saints. I am now unemployed. I could have got a job out of the area quite easily. But I feel a strong conviction in my heart that the work in Southport hasn't finished yet. So it's my decision, just like it was Rebecca's decision, it's my decision to stay here, to see if the door's open, that I can get another church in Southport. But a bit like Rebecca, it is a going out of my comfort zone. It's a big decision, but I know God will honour it if it's of God. Which I believe and hope it is. So you in your lives, when you're out of your comfort zones, just keep your eyes on Him. Just keep looking at Him, because He never lets you down. You go through patches and you think, oh God help, but He never lets you down. You get there in the end. So keep focused, whatever it is, whatever loss, whatever. So anyway, Rebecca goes back. You're not bored, are you? It's more like a teach than a preach, because it's about her whole life. This is her biography in a nutshell. She goes back and she sees this young man praying or meditating in the field. The Jewish scriptures, the Jewish Talmud says she was praying. So they see her praying, they see this man praying, and she said, who's that? That's your intended. So she was very pleased to see he was a spiritual man. And she went up to her and put her veil over her. And I forgot to tell you that the parents gave a blessing as well as she left. And both the veil that she wore to go and see Isaac and the blessing are in the Jewish wedding service to this day. And the blessing is, our sister, may you come to be thousands of myriads, and may your offspring inherit the gate of its foes. So in the Jewish ceremony today, you always have the veiling based on Rebecca, and you always have that prayer as the mother released her to go. Just a bit of extra knowledge that thrown in for free. So she sees him. He is delighted by her. In fact, Wordsworth, if I find it, writes these words about the meeting. She was a phantom of delight when first she gleamed upon my sight, a lovely apparition sent to be a moment's ornament. Her eyes are stars of twilight fair, like twilight too her dusky hair, but all things else about her drawn from Maytime and the cheerful dawn. A dancing shape and image gay, born to startle and waylay. I saw her upon nearer view, a spirit, yet a woman too. So Wordsworth's words say that he was absolutely besotted on seeing her. He takes her into her mother's tent, marries her and loves her. And at last the mourning has lifted after 3 years, and it's a tender beginning, a tender love that starts. So the beginning is good. The beginning is very positive. Then she's 20 years barren without a child. In Jewish culture, that causes problems. You wonder whether communication in the marriage may have broken down during that time with the stress. I don't know. We don't know that. We're not told anything like that. But 20 years barren, they pray, and then she conceives. She conceives, and the Jewish scriptures, and the Midrash, and the Talmud give a completely different view on this next section to what Christian commentaries say. Because the Midrash says that when she was pregnant, that Jacob used to get excited and want to get out of the womb when they went to a place of studying the word. And that Esau, who was in the womb, would get excited and want to get out in a place of idolatry. That is not in Scripture. It is in the interpretations, the commentaries of Scripture written by the Jews in the ancient times, in the Talmud and the Midrash. But whatever, she was having a bad pregnancy. So she went along to the priest, and the priest actually said to her, let me find the quote, and this is in the Bible. Can't find it now. Let me find it in the Bible. Here we go. Genesis 25, verse 23. The Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples from within you will be separated. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger. That was the Lord's answer to the baby's jostling in the womb. So that's when she found out she had twins. And then she gave birth, and of course Esau came out first, all hairy, and Jacob was holding on to Esau's heel. Now, the Jewish scriptures, again, the Talmud and the Midrash, go on to say that Esau was a bit of a pagan, really. That's what they say, where Jacob was more holy. They say that Jacob, and there is backing to it, I mean Esau, there is backing to it. He was into hunting, and he won his father's heart because his father liked the food, and also that he married 2 heathen women. So there is some backing to that, but you've got to weigh it. We've got to weigh this blank sheet of paper. But that is one side, whereas Jacob was close to his mother. There is a problem here, right from the start, in that why didn't Rebecca tell her husband about the prophecy? I think if she'd spoken to him and told him about the prophecy, what happened later need not necessarily have happened. But the Jewish tradition says she didn't, and there's no sign in the Bible that she did. So, I say that would have stopped the deceit later. Also, as favouritism. As parents, we shouldn't prefer one child to the other. It's tempting, I know, I'm a parent and I've got 2, and one of them can drive me mad occasionally, but then so can the other one in a different way. But as a mother, you love them both, despite what they do, what they say. And I think that's another fault we find. I'm not fault-finding, because we've all got faults, but it's just picking up what's in the passage, in that Isaac preferred Esau, and Rebecca preferred Jacob. So you're starting to see the stumbling blocks now happening. And of course, Esau, getting right around, Esau again failed. He'd married 2 women. He then failed by selling his birthright. That was something so special, your birthright. And he gave it away for a bowl of stew. They believe the stew was made after Abraham died. It was a traditional red stew that was made in mourning. And Esau came in from hunting, was starving, so gave up his birthright. And that belittled that birthright incredibly. You just didn't do that. So again, you see a weakness there with Esau. So there's a big picture here, big picture. Anyway, later on there's the story that we came across, where it's time, Isaac thinks he's dying. Because he used to think if you got to the age of your oldest parent, then you're likely to die at that age, and he was close to that age, so he thought he was dying. So he sent Esau out to make a nice stew, and we've read the rest. As he's out, Rebecca comes and says, "Do as I tell you." Do you know mothers doing that? Do as I tell you. Listen to what I'm saying. Bit of a controlling mother, it seems, really. But she says that 3 times. I don't know if you noticed that in the Genesis passage. 3 times. The first time she said, "Look here, do as I tell you. When he goes out, we're going to get you this blessing." Second one, "Do as I tell you. Go and put these goat skins on you and go and use Esau's words when you go to sit at Isaac's feet." And the third one is quite sad. "Do as I tell you. Leave and go to live with Laban, otherwise Esau's going to kill you." So the deed happens. Jacob goes, pretends to be Esau. Another interesting thing from the Jewish commentaries is when he says, I am Esau, I am means I am who I am. It doesn't actually mean I am Esau. It can mean I am who I am. But that's picking at straws anyway, but that's what the Jews throw in on their commentary on that. But what they did was wrong. What she did was wrong. What he did was wrong. You can understand more why now why she did it, but it was wrong. She was trying to fix it herself. She'd had the prophecy, she wasn't relying on God, she wasn't being truthful, and she tried to make it happen herself. Have we done that? We feel that God might be leading us somewhere, and we try and fix it ourselves. Yes? We've all done it, haven't we? So again, that's a danger to be weighed, which we're aware of. So he goes, gets the blessing, straight away Esau comes back. Not a pretty sight. Isaac trembles with rage. Isaac trembles with rage because he realizes he's been deceived. Esau is so furious he vows to kill Jacob once Isaac's dead. And Rebecca is left heartbroken because of her husband is further away from her now than ever, because he's angry about what she's done. Esau is alienated from her because of what she's done. And Jacob, her love, is taken away to her brothers, and she never sees him again because she dies 20 years later. But she dies and he returns 20 years later, so she never sees him. So that, in a nutshell, is the story of Rebecca. Don't judge her too harshly. She thought she was doing the right thing, but she was being very protective, taking things in her own hands, which we all do. But she was a beautiful person. Don't forget the beginning. And she paid for what she'd done. So be kind to her. And what we can learn from this is, one, to help other people when they're in need, like Isaac at the beginning. Two, to be honest. To try and be very honest in our dealings. Bonhoeffer said it's not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes the truth hurts. But when we can, have integrity, not to bring harm to others. Let's be faithful and let's communicate. I think a big thing that comes out in the story as well, don't you agree, is communication? If she communicated about the prophecy, then that didn't really need to happen. So let's communicate with our spouses, let's communicate with each other. But don't judge her harshly. We've probably done maybe not quite the same things, but different things. But the good news is, I like to end on good news, I like films that end with a good end. The good news is, Jacob flourished. It was meant to be. It had always been meant to be. He wrestled with God, and God assured him of his presence. God also gave him the name at that time of Israel, which is now still here today. Still here today. And Jacob had 12 sons, which of course Joseph was one of them. So Jacob flourished. The deceit did flow through, continued to flow through. That's another story. But the good outweighed the bad, and God's purposes still happened. So whatever happens in the Bible with these characters and with us, God's purpose still prevails. Let's us just try to make the road straighter and not go off on a tangent and cause difficulties. Are we all in that together? I sign up too, because I'm just as bad. So we'll all go and head for a straight road and do it the best we can, putting the past failures behind us, and we head with Jesus there. So, Father, we thank you. We thank you for the life of Rebecca. We thank you for all that we can learn from her life. We thank you for the positives, and we thank you that we can learn from the negatives. And we thank you that your purpose still carries on because you are Almighty God, an almighty, forgiving and loving God. So we give our lives to you now and pray for your guidance. And we ask this in your name. Amen.